Dubious ones, welcome back to the channel as we have some very exciting news in regards to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero as we finally have the cost revealed, the points system, the DP points for every one of your characters, so we know how you're going to be able to build your team for online and ranked play in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Big shoutouts is going to my boy Strizer Wrestling. Go check him out on YouTube if you haven't already, as he's got some amazing Sparking Zero content. But my boy put me over to this very important tweet from at BOHRIS on Twitter /X. As Jeremy over here has been so generous in letting us know that the DP costs for every character in Sparking Zero. We already know you get 15 DP points for ranked. So I have to rethink my team, and so do you. So let's take a much closer look at the breakdown of all the characters and all the point values. As you can see, the only character in the game costing 1 point, Mr. Satan / Hercule. From Dragon Ball Z. Now, let's get into it because you guys are probably going to want some of these characters on your team. Now, big shoutouts as Jeremy at VOHRIS on Twitter gave us this. Make sure you go give them a follow and appreciate them as well. Give them some love for putting this out for us, as I have cross-referenced everything that I can from the video that I already put out prior based on the point system and the points breakdown of characters that we knew from the ranked play, from the videos that Bandai Namco themselves have put out for us, with the point values of each characters. So I have cross-referenced, and this seems to be accurate. So again, grain of salt. I cannot 100% confirm that this is the exact point values for all characters, but I can say from everything I have been able to cross-reference that this is accurate. So we're going to go with that, and we're going to go with this as if it is the gospel. But let's look at our 10-point characters. We already knew Beerus. Beerus was the only one that we knew for sure is a 10-point character. Now we have Whis, also on the same level as the God of Destruction. I thought Whis would have been the only 11-point character. Not the case. But full Ultra Instinct Goku, we already knew was 9 points, which I was shocked by. Less than Beerus, but Whis also costed the same as Beerus. Shocked me a little bit. What's even more shocking is, again, how you want to do your power scaling for the Dragon Ball franchise as a whole, Super, Z, everything, GT, everything included. But we're saying on that same power level, again, regardless, in Sparking Zero anyways, your 10-point values. Remember, you only have 15 points. If you're going to throw one character that's going to be 10 points on your team, you're going to be at a huge disadvantage as far as health-wise versus having a full team of 5 characters. Because, again, there's only one 1-point character, so it's not like you can throw 4 1-point characters on there with your team, or 1 2-point character and 3 1-point characters. You can't do that. So we've got Whis, we've got Beerus, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, probably the biggest shocker to me being a 10-point character. Blue Gogeta, Blue Vegito, I get it. In canon, you can say they were above Ultra Instinct Goku full power. You could say that in canon, so I can see it, I can understand it. You can understand them both being at par, but I can see it. Now, are they as strong as Whis? Well, we already know Beerus isn't as strong as Whis, but Whis is the same price as Beerus, so you got to pick your teams accordingly. Who's your favorite character? Who's worth it? Is having an SS4 Gogeta worth as much to you as a blue Vegeta or Gogeta? Only you can make that call. but 10 points right here. Let's take a look at the 9-point characters. We have full Ultra Instinct, full silver hair, full gray hair, full white hair, whatever you want to consider it. Ultra Instinct Goku at 9 points. We have full power legendary Super Saiyan Brawly from the Z, as well as from Super, also costing 9 points. Then we have a shocker, in my opinion. I understand these guys at 9, but fully fused Zamasu half corrupted is at the 9-point category. To me, this tells me if I'm ever going to use this character, it's going to be me choosing a lower level and transforming to that, because I don't think I would ever pick this as a 9-point character over, say, an Ultra Instinct Goku or a Legendary Super Saiyan Brawly in either the Z or the Super form. And as well as my boy Jiren, full power, tied with Kakarot at 9 points. It's a lot of points for my boy, full power Jiren, but I don't think it's wrong. Because full power Jiren is supposed to be more powerful than a God of Destruction. Again, 9 versus 10 points. But because God Toppo is in the 8-point range, and he is supposed to be as powerful as a God of Destruction. Jiren, potentially even more powerful. So, again, Beerus being 10, Jiren full power being 9. I'm not complaining because I love Mob. You know your boy loves some Jiren action, so I'm okay with him being at 9 points. Personally, think he could be in this 10-point category for sure, but I also think fully Ultra Instinct Goku could also be at this 10-point scale. So let's get into the 8-pointers. Super Saiyan Blue Goku, too expensive. Gonna say it right now, I think Blue is too expensive at 8. That's fine. Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, again, this to me, much more powerful than Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta. This is why I think Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta too expensive, because I think Ultra Instinct Sign, especially being able to transform into full Ultra Instinct, as Super Saiyan Blue is basically your full powered up Goku Vegeta you can get, other than Kaioken times whatever, maybe with the Goku you can do. But either way, Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, much more powerful in canon. So to me, I think they should be in separate categories, but it is what it is. We're getting 8 points for Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, which I think is a steal of a deal. But Super Saiyan 4 Goku, are you for real? Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta are at the 8-point power level. So I hope you really love yourself some Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I know, shout out once again to Clint at Strides2 Wrestling. I know you love yourself some Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I hope it's worth 8 points to you if you're going to put him on your team. Super Saiyan Blue being on the same level as Super Saiyan 4. If you were a fan of the, I think it was an anime for a video game that was only released in Japan. We never got a dub of it in English. But Super Dragon Ball Heroes, I believe that's what it was called. It wasn't the movie, but like they had a 52 episode series that was 8-minute episodes, and we got to see interactions between Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta as time patrollers with Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, and I thought it was super cool. Fun anime. Go check it out on YouTube if you can find it. They do have some fan-made English dubs, but it was never made into, obviously, canon, as it was made just as a promotional thing for a Japanese video game. But a very cool interaction that you get to see between Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta with Super Saiyan Blue. And you could see they were kind of at power level. And the reason for them both being able to be in the same place is they had Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta as like the whole GT timeline was just separate. It was a separate timeline. Like when Trunks comes back to the past and they create alternate timelines. It was like an alternate timeline and they were time patrollers. Anyways, fun show. I hope they take some of the villains from that show and bring them to us in Sparking Zero. But let's continue with the list. At 8, we have Super Vegito. Personally, Would much rather these characters over any of these other than maybe Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. We've got Super Gogeta. You know your boy loves him some Gogeta. Then you've got Super Saiyan. We've got Super Gogeta and Super Saiyan Gogeta. Okay, so one's from Z, one's from Super. That's the difference. Gotcha. And then we've got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. To me, I'm going to take Super Saiyan Gogeta or Super Gogeta from Z over Super Gotenks. But Super Gotenks, level 3, still looks amazing in the game. Very cool. But Golden Frieza being in the same category, you're just turning me away from ever picking Golden Frieza. Obviously, you can go lower level and transform. Same goes for all these characters. But then we have Omega Shenron. We have Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Again, I think we're 1 point too many for Super Saiyan Rose. I would like to see Goku Black move down one. If he was going to make my team, I would need him down at least a level, down at 7. Then we have Fuse Zamasu, and this is something that I'm heartbroken over. Hit should not cost the same as Jiren. Hit should not be costing the same as base Jiren. He shouldn't. It just shouldn't happen. I wish Hit was at least at the 7-point level. I hate that he's at 8 because I love Hit. It's one of my favorite characters from Dragon Ball Super. So is Jiren, but I would expect Jiren to be a little bit more expensive. The fact that they're the same cost breaks my heart because it tells me that I'm going to be making a lot less teams of Hit. Because if Jiren's the same cost and he can transform beyond Jiren to full power Jiren's probably going to take the spot most times over Hit, which is sad for me because I love Hit. Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, very cool, very much like your Brawly Super Saiyan. I mean, we don't have full powered Super Saiyan Kefla. Like we don't have any. She's basically your makeshift Jiren from that universe, or sorry, your makeshift Brawly from that universe. The fact that she's 8 might make you pick her over Brawly, which is cool. Then you have God Toppo. I mean, to me, that's a steal of a deal because if he's at the same power as a God of Destruction, and instead of Beerus being 10, you have God Toppo. I think God Toppo is a steal at 8 points, considering some of the other characters in this list. And then Analaza, never saw that movie either. I never saw that movie. I don't know what he's from, but apparently a very powerful character. You guys do you if you're making your team with them. And I also don't know, is this a giant or is this like a power character? I don't know what kind of character it is either. But now at level 7, this is where you guys, the majority of players are probably going to be picking from this list as their main power character. You're probably not picking fully transformed characters when you're playing ranked. You're probably just not going to do that, which is why my boy Hit and Jiren are going to take a huge hit. You might get some Jirens because he's so powerful in full power form. But I feel like Hit is just not going to be used very often because his one and only form is at 8 points. I would love to see him get moved down to 7. But we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, also costing the same price as Super Saiyan God Goku, who's in canon so much stronger. A little weird to me, but I understand it. There's only so many point systems to work within. You have Super Saiyan 3 Goku GT. You have Majin Vegeta. This also breaks my heart. Majin Vegeta, 7 points. I'm going to have to pick the base form if I want to get to Majin for my boy Vegeta. Super Saiyan God Vegeta makes sense. Super Saiyan 2. We have a Super Saiyan 2 in this category. Why is Super Saiyan 2 Adult and Teen Gohan costing 7 points? Seems a little crazy that they're on the same level of points as Super Saiyan God. That is nuts to me. But it is what it is. Then we have Ultimate Gohan, Base Vegito, which to me, Base Vegito and Base Gogeta, this is where I would be using my 7 points. This is where, if I have enough points for a 7-point character, I'm not using Ultimate Gohan over Base Gogeta. That's just me. But that's because I love me some Gogeta. You've got Super Saiyan Gotenks here, so the first form of Super Saiyan Gotenks, that's fair. Frieza, full power. Super Perfect Cell, Boo Tanks, and Buuhan, and then Kid Boo. Kid Boo costing this much, I understand, supposed to be more powerful or as powerful as like the transform Boos. But the Boos are cool, and the transform Boos are cool. I never liked Kid Boo. I love Buuhan. I love Boo Tanks. I never loved Kid Boo. Super Saiyan Brawly and Super Saiyan Brawly from both of the Z and the Super Saga. Again, some of your winners at 7 points here. You'll probably pick them in base, and then you have like for less points. But like these are a steal of a deal because these should be way more powerful than Adult Gohan Super Saiyan 2. Way more powerful than a Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, but it is what it is. Final Form Cooler, our shredder of Dragon Ball. Absolutely love the model form. Looks so great. I love Metal Cooler too. I think 7 points may be a little bit much, especially for Metal Cooler. But then you also have Fusion Android 13. Sorry. Just trying to hold here. And then Full Power Bojack behind that. Not mad at either of those kind of characters costing 7 or Super Janemba, Super Baby 2, Super Baby 2, and Grade 8 Baby. Also, not bad at 7 points. Sin Shenron, Super Saiyan 2 Kaba, Super Saiyan 2. So we're getting a lot of the Super Saiyan 2s in this category. So the fact that Super Saiyan 2 and 3 and Super Saiyan God all cost the same price, I don't know if I agree with that, but at least the fact that if you're going to have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and Teen Gohan, you also have Kaba, who we already know in canon is apparently way stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But I mean, even base form Kaba is apparently that. I don't know. I understand the meme. I don't get where that's coming from, but there you go. We have Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa and Kale Berserk. The fact that Super Saiyan Kale Berserk is also in here and the same spot as Super Saiyan Kefla, or I don't know if I agree again with this. And then Toppo being here. Toppo is fine because you can transform into God Toppo. So I can understand that costing 7. But I feel like Super Saiyan Kale Berserk, they could have made cost a little bit more. Either way, Super Saiyan Kefla, you got them fused. That's fair. And then 2 versions for these two. Now we've got at 6 points Super Saiyan Goku at the end of Z, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Goku from Super, Super Saiyan Goku from GT. So you're getting all your Super Saiyan forms. You got Super Saiyan Vegeta early, Super Vegeta. The fact that I keep just trying to grab the little thing to move over, but Super Vegeta End. I mean, you're getting a lot of what should be weaker character or weaker versions of characters at the same point cost. But I don't hate it because, again, it's basically the same form. The max you're getting out of a 6. So, okay, so here we go. We do have a Super Saiyan 2 in the 6 category. So this is and again, we already had it with Super Saiyan 2 Goku. So it's kind of weird that you have Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Goku in the 6-point category, but everybody else's Super Saiyan 2s in the 7-point category. I don't know why they're doing that, but then you get Super Saiyan Vegeta from Super, Super Saiyan Teen Gohan, Super Saiyan Adult Gohan, and then you've got some cool forms of Frieza and stuff. You've got Super Saiyan Future Gohan. Again, Future Gohan is best Gohan, in my opinion, the one arm. Super awesome. Then you have Super Saiyan Melee Trunks and Super Trunks, both in the same category when they're like kind of 2 different transformations. Again, kind of weird. Why would you ever pick the halfway transformed version over the fully transformed version for the same amount of points? I don't know, because it's the same character. It's weird. But it is what it is. I don't want to see Super Trunks costing 7 points, so that's fine. Super Saiyan Future Trunks. You got Base Gotenks, Frieza's 4th form, and Mecha Frieza. First time I think we're getting Mecha Frieza as a playable character, which is awesome. I love it. I love the way it looks. You got Frieza from Super. You've got Perfect Cell. You've got Majin Buu, which I was curious on how many points he was costing. So it's 6 points. I think that's fair. You've got Majin Buu Evil. And you've got Super Boo. Super Boo to me is way more interesting than the rest of the Boos because of the fun transformations he has. So I will definitely have Super Boo on some of my teams. 6 points. It's not too crazy. You've also got Majoob here, so you've got the fully transformed version of Oob, which is transformed with Majin Buu. So it is kind of weird for me that that transformed version of Oob is the same price as just that same Majin Buu that transforms with him. Kind of weird, but again, it is what it is with their points. The way they've broken everybody down, we've got we've got Android 17, not to be confused with Super Android 17 from GT. We have Android 17 from Dragon Ball Super. You've got Dabura, which I think 6 points is a lot for Dabura, but it is what it is. Cooler at 6 points. Again, I thought that was a little high for Cooler, but that's fine. Haruda Garden, again, I don't really remember that that villain from whatever movie's from, but sure. We've got Super Baby in his first form. That's a fair price. Frost, Super Saiyan 1 Kaba and Kale, and Base Kefla, as well as Dipso in the 6 point category. Dipso, I think, is a good deal at 6, but there's an even bigger one that I'm excited about in the 5 point category. So now we've got Base Goku from the midpoint of the arc, Super Saiyan Goku from the midpoint of the arc, Base Goku End, Base Goku from Super, Base Goku from GT. We've got Great Ape Vegeta. We've got Base Vegeta from the early and the end of the Z Saga, Base Vegeta from Super, Base Future Gohan. Why? Why you got my boy here? Why you got him costing 5? Why do you have him costing 5? He never trained with Goku. He never fought Cell and the androids like with Goku. He fought them in the future timeline with Trunks. Why can my boy Base Future Gohan, who cannot go Super Saiyan 2, I repeat, cannot go Super Saiyan 2, can only go Super Saiyan 1, why does he have to cost 5 and not 4 points? I'm a little upset about this. I understand with some of the other characters in this category, it's not crazy, but this is my boy. He's got the scar and everything. This is a character I'm going to be using lots. I just wish he cost less. Piccolo fused with Kami is in the same category. And then you've got Super Saiyan Sword Trunks. Base Melee Trunks, which I'm excited about, is here. Again, would have been nice if he was in the 4 category just to save me some cost. We've got Base Future Trunks, which I'm never using over our purple-haired boys. Shouldn't say never, but I don't plan on using him. We've got Super Saiyan Kid Trunks, Super Saiyan Goten. We've got Frieza in his first, second, and third form. So why would you ever pick the first form other than to troll people when you go all the way to the third form without having a transform? I don't know. Then you've got Cell first form and second form over here. Again, why not pick the second form off the bat? Save yourself time and transformations and skill points. Then you've got Android 16. My boy, big fan of Android 16. Android 17 and 18. Then you've got Base Brawly, one of the biggest steals of a deal I've seen in this entire game. Base Brawly Z and Base Brawly Super are both 5 points. The fact that how strong and power scaling you can go with their transformations, it's nuts that they're only 5 points. To me, I'd say one of the biggest steals of a deal you're getting in all of Ranked. Then we've got Giant Lord Slug, you got Android 13, you got Base Bojack, you got Base Janemba, you got Baby Vegeta in his first form. You've got Base Goku Black, another great point for 5 points. Very strong character for 5 points. Zamasu, same thing. Base Kaba, well, I mean, again, apparently the OG broken character in the game. Apparently Kaba's stronger than any of the 10-point characters. So you might as well lay down right here and just pick Base Kaba. And you don't even need anybody else on your team. Then you've got Base Khalifa, Base Kale, and then finally, my boy Bergamo is only 5 points. This, to me, I'm so happy about because I am a huge Bergamo fan. I really, really enjoyed his short stint in Super. I understand he wasn't a big main character, but they were strong. I love the wolves. They look cool. They've got a cool ultimate. I'm so happy Bergamo's 5 points. He'll definitely be on some of my teams for sure. We've got Ribrianne over here. We've got Kunza, and we've got Rosie as well. And then we're going down to our 4-point characters. So this is where you really need to be focusing, is on your 4, 3, and 2-point characters. If you can find some of your favorite characters in these points point values, you're going to do yourself some really good. You're going to do really well for yourself because you want to be able to have at least 3, if not 4 or 5 characters on your team. But I understand it's really difficult if you want to have some powerful players on your team. But I'm going to show you what I think is the biggest steal of a deal on this team, and I'll show you why. But we've got base Goku early, mini Goku Daima, which I think is going to be one of those characters. Mini Goku Daima may be able to... We don't know yet how far they can transform. So if you can transform to Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan 4 or even Super Saiyan 3 from Mini Goku Daima for 4 points, I think that's worth it. That is going to be one of those characters. You've got Vegeta with the Scouter, and then you've got Base Teen Gohan. Base Teen Gohan, again, remember, Super Saiyan 1 Teen Gohan is not 5 points, it's 6. 6. Where do we have Teen Gohan here? He's in the 6 point here. Super Saiyan Teen Gohan. 2 extra points to go to Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 2, Teen Gohan. Again, a 7-point character. A 7-point transformation for 4 points. Base Teen Gohan, that is a steal of a deal. Base Adult Gohan, same thing. If you're a fan of Base Adult Gohan, you can transform into Super Saiyan 2. But that is a great deal on a character. Great Saiyaman, again, same difference. Piccolo, you've got Nail, you've got Tien, you've got Base, Sword, Trunks. My boy is only costing me 4 points. I wish Future Gohan was also in this tier so I could only be eating up 8 points with the 2 of them together. Unfortunately, it's going to eat up 9. It only leaves me 6 remaining. But you know, Base Sword Trunks is 100% going to be on some of my teams. And instead of Future Gohan, I might throw Base Team Gohan on my team because the 2 of them, that is a powerhouse team for 8 points. Throw on Bergamo on there, and I still have 2 points left. I have a 4-person team, and I've got Bergamo. I've got a potential Super Saiyan 2 and a Super Saiyan Base Trunks potential. Like for transformations, you've got some very big potential here. So the fact that again, Future Gohan here, I'm not a fan of him being 5 points. I'm not. I love Bergamo. I love Future Gohan, but I would take probably Bergamo as points wise. I think he's a stronger character than base Future Gohan for sure. Though base Future Gohan. Just style points, man. So cool. So we also have Kid Trunks in this tier. Again, base Sword Trunks from the future costs the same as Kid Trunks. That's bananas to me. But I'm not complaining because I'm so happy the base Sword Trunks is at least 4 points because I love that version of Trunks. You got base Goten, again, 8 points to be able to make a Gotenks. 8 points, but you get, remember, if you fuse in-game versus choosing an already fused character, you're getting all kinds of bonuses to damage and everything else, and health and everything. So fusing 2 characters is quite strong, so I understand why they're both 4 points. That's fair. Oob, again, down here, so if you were to take Majin Buu at, I think it was 6 points, and Oob, you got 10 points there, but you can, again, just pick Majub for 6 points. So you save 4 points. I understand you get those bonuses fusing them together, but to me, Majub is a better choice at 6 points. Anyways, we have Bardock. We don't know if he's going Super Saiyan in this game. I doubt it. I don't know. We'll see. But we've got Bardock at 4 points. Love me some Bardock. I'm going to tell you that from all the movies. Captain Ginyu. Oh my goodness. This could set up for some trolling plays. having a Captain Ginyu on your team, and if you say you pick the entire Ginyu Force, you have all 5 characters. Ginyu Force, you can get all 5 of them on your team. You have Captain Ginyu go out first, and you're against, say, a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, or even just a regular base form Gogeta, Vegito, Jiren, Beerus, whatever, Whis. If you can manage to get off the body snatch and then switch one of your characters out, they'll have Captain Ginyu, but if they try and body snatch with you and you've switched out that strong character, they're only going to have someone from the Ginyu Force to steal from you, unless they knock out all your characters. It's such an interesting strategic play that I think Captain Ginyu will make a lot of different variations of teams that I might play as, just as a trolling character. Because you could really pull off some strategic plays with a Captain Ginyu on your team. Anyways, I love the fact that he's 4 points. That's what I assumed when the entire Ginyu Force was 15 points. I didn't think everyone would be 3 points. I figured Goldo would be 2 and Ginyu would be 4, and it makes sense that he's 4 because of his ultimate being able to change bodies, and you can literally steal the strongest character off the enemy team. So Captain Ginyu, definitely someone I'll be messing around with to see what I can do with. We've got King Cold, Android 19, and Dr. Gero, I think, are steals at 4 points. Super Garlic Jr., Dr. Wheelo, not a lot of thoughts on them. Turles was very cool along with Lord Slug in Xenoverse 2. So it's good to see them in the game. I can't really complain about their point values. I don't know enough. I can't really compare them too much because they were non-canon movies, right? And then we have Tapion. So another sword character. Very fun, but I mean, if I have a choice between Tapion and a base sword Trunks who can go Super Saiyan, probably picking base sword Trunks because he's badass. But I don't hate that we have another sword character at 4 points. Now, let's get to the 3-point characters. Get used to this level, chat. Get used to the level 3 characters because you're going to have to find someone in this list that you want on your team. If you want strong characters on your team, you're going to have to get used to this or this list, either 3 or 2, because nobody wants a character who can't fly. You might have a Mr. Satan on your team as a laugh, but I think these characters are going to be much more likely to be in your teams. So, we've got Teen Goku. Again, no transformations for you. Kid Gohan. Again, no transformations for you. Krillin. Yamcha. Cell Jr. Pan. Raditz. Nappa. Zarbon. Super Zarbon. So why would you pick Zarbon over the already transformed Super Zarbon? I guess he gets maybe some bonuses for transforming in match. And then you have Dodoria. And then you have the rest of the Ginyu Force outside of Guldo. So you have Kui. Well, Kui is just, again, Frieza Force member. But then you have Raccoon, Jace, and Birder over here at 3 points. And then you have Babidi. So for me, if I'm taking a 3-point character, I'm probably going with my boy Yamcha, Raditz, or Nappa. Maybe I'll go Super Zarbon. And of course, my boy Raccoon. Who could go without Raccoon? If Jace is actually really fast, maybe I could see Jace on my team, but I'm probably picking Raccoon if I'm picking a Ginyu Force member, unless I'm going with the whole Ginyu Force, right? I don't see myself using maybe Team Goku, but probably not Kid Gohan. Krillin, sometimes maybe, but I definitely see Raditz, Nappa making my team, or Yamcha out of the 3-point character to round out my teams when I need them, or again, some form of Zarbon. The 2-point characters, look deeply into this character slot because it will help your point scenarios if you want a 3 or 4 person team and you want some strong characters. Videl, Master Roshi Max Power, Chaozu, Yajirobe, Cybermen, Goldo, Frieza Soldier, and Spopovich. So for me, the easy choices are Chaozu or Cybermen because they can use their ultimate to blow themselves up and do huge damage to you, if not take you out, and leave themselves with like a point of health. that you can switch them out. So to me, a Cyberman or a Chaozu is an easy choice for me at this point category. Maybe a Spopovich, maybe a Frieza Soldier just to troll. Otherwise, Master Roshi, full power, why not? Or a Videl. And of course, Yajirobe, the ultimate troll character, at 2 points. And if you really want to troll people, of course, you finally have Mr. Satan / Hercule at 1 point. So this is the entire roster. Please feel free to take a screenshot. Let's see if I can get everything in there. If you want to take a full, can I go full screen like that? So I can't quite. Wow, I have to really shrink it to get everything in. Either way, I'll leave in the description for you guys down below the tweet with this. Make sure you give our boy a follow. I believe it was at VOHRIS on X / Twitter. So I'll leave I'll either leave a pinned comment or I'll leave it in the description, the tweet itself, so that you can find this, so that you can kind of build your own teams, as well as I'll leave some timestamps. I'll leave some timestamps for you guys, so you know who cost 10, 9, 8, 7, all the way down to our 1 point Mr. Satan / Hercule. Either way, thank you all for watching. I can't wait to see what you guys build, but I want to know, before we go, in the comments down below, let me know your ultimate team. Who's going to be your starter team? Let me know, now that you have the point values for all the characters, who is going to be your first 15-point starter team. To give you an idea, my first starter team that I think I'm going to go with here, I'm going to go with, and I'm just going with you guys on the spot here, but I think my strongest team I can think of is I'm going to go with base team Gohan for 4 points. Base Sword Trunks, that puts us at 8 points. So I have 7 points remaining. And then I think I go base Gogeta. That would be my starting team. Otherwise, on a separate team, as a secondary team, I'll go Bergamo, Future Gohan. So that puts us at 10 points. Chaozu. And Raditz. So Raditz, Chaozu for 5 points, Bergamo, and base Future Gohan for a 15-point team. So those are my 2 starting teams that I just threw out there on the spot for you guys based on this. Obviously, I know you guys want to use your blue Vegetos, blue Gogetas. Maybe you don't care about the blues because you can transform in game. But you can't transform into Whis. You can't transform into Beerus. And again, I love my boy Jiren. I love my boy Hit. But 8 points is a lot, man. Leave me 7 points for the whole rest of my team. It's a lot. Anyways, sound off in the comments down below some of your team compositions, because I definitely want to hear from you guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you found this helpful. And I will catch you all in the next one. Dubious ones. Until then, stay frosty. Deuces.